brothers, and welcome back to Franchise Schmanchise. You were waiting for me to start. That was kind of a long, awkward pause. I am your host, Jeff Bell, again, and apparently there are motorcyclists outside my apartment.
The gang.
Oh, I live in the bad part of town. I don't live in the bad part of town.
You know what we should do?
What?
Call Mahoney.
We should call Mahoney. He might be able to come down here right away and help us protect my side of town to make it a better part of town. We will not be the other precinct. Weird segue? Anyways, we are back again, having watched Police Academy 3. What is this one? Back to Training or Back in Training or Citizen? This is not Citizen.
No. Citizen on Patrol is next.
That's the next one,
training.
right? Okay.
Yep, Back in Training.
Back in Training. Thank you. Wow. Yay! I looked up this information before we start recording. Anyways, welcome back. We watched the third Police Academy film. As I said, I am Jeff, your host. And again, joining me for yet another one of these fantastic movies is Kris Schultz. Hello, Kris. Welcome back.
Hello, Internet.
It's good for you to be back with us. I was attempting to actually do a normal intro there, and the motorcycle gang drove by and just completely threw me off my game.
Doesn't take much.
It does not take much. I am literally distracted by this coffee that you could not hear me drink because that's embarrassing. Anyways, so we watched the third Police Academy film, and right off the bat, I need to say something.
Okay.
I realized this about 2/3 of the way through the movie. I actually have no idea what happens in the Miami one, because everything that happened in this movie, I swear happened in that one. Like the ending, the whole like jet ski thing, all of the gags that's in this movie, I swear was the Miami one. And I'm like, oh, no, it's not. I have no idea what happens in the Miami one, and I'm very intrigued now because I want to know what I forgot. But this movie, your initial thoughts about the third one. So we came off the second one.
Yep.
Second one was okay. It was kind of the same, but
this
different.
one brought me back in.
Yes,
This one was good. I was laughing. So much more than at the second one. And it really is, it brings it, everything we complained about on the second one, it fixed in this one.
Oh, yes, it did. Yeah.
It absolutely fixed. It goes back a lot of the formula of the first one and what worked well.
Yep.
And pounded that in.
Yes.
And it was so much better than two.
I
much
really enjoyed this one, which I guess maybe makes me wonder if that's the reason why I remember this one so much, because it was like the next good one after the first one, and I must have watched it all the time then, because everything that happened, I went, yes, I remember that. I started making a list, and then I just stopped halfay through
of all the things
that I remembered, like Sweet Chuck driving down the street on his moped and the cars stacked behind him, Lessard rolling sideways when he's talking to the original, like in his chair, Michael Winslow doing the beatboxing while he's walking behind the new recruits in, and just like the lying taxi meter. Like, it doesn't lie. Look at the taxi meter. It's broken. It's a lie. It's a lying taxi meter. Like, just that all of that stuff. I'm like, I remember every single one of these gags. And that's when I realized I have no idea what happens in the future movies. Because apparently
this is good, right? This is good.
This was fantastic.
Like it brings you back, because it's like I was almost dreading these because
they're so bad.
I had remembered one being so good, and one is fantastic.
One is still the best.
And then two, it was just so bad towards that I was just like, oh my gosh, what are these others going to be like?
And now that we've had part 3, where it's an entry that we do in fact enjoy, it definitely fell into that style of or that not trope, but that like history of trilogies. At this point, you look at it just as a trilogy, where the first one came out, it was a hit, it was a success. They then immediately started making a part 2 where they're like, we should change it, but we're gonna own, it's still kind of the same stuff, but we're gonna change it just to make it, keep evolving the story. And nobody like it was like, it's just not as good. And then the third one, they went, okay, we have to go back to what made the first one good.
Yep.
And then the third one comes out good. And this has been an ongoing discussion, because you could argue that like the Die Hard movies did that, but also didn't. Like part 1, great film. Part 2, a lot of the same, but in just a different location. And then, but also they tried changing it too much. And then part 3 came out and they're like, no. New plot, but we have to go back to what made the first one good. And that's exactly what the Police Academy films did.
Yep.
Up to this point.
Yes. There's 4 more to go.
Oh my goodness, 4 more. Well, it's nice that we had like another little peak. Like
Yes.
we hit the mountaintop with the first one. We slid down into the valley for the second one. We've climbed back up a little bit
We
for
have.
3.
We
3
have.
is 3 is a nice jog up.
We're close to the peak.
Yeah, we are.
Like 3 was solid.
3 was solid and funny.
Yep.
And they definitely did a really good job at giving screen time to all the
Yes.
characters that they introduced without making it too deep or too focused on a particular one.
Yep.
Like in the last one with not Hightower, sorry.
Hooks. Tackleberry.
Tackleberry. Oh my goodness. I always go to Hightower for Tackleberry. It's not. But I know it's not Hightower at least. But like with Tackleberry, like they focused too much on him
Yep.
in the last one. This one they didn't. They went back to it's an ensemble film.
Yep.
Let's get us back at the at the police academy itself.
Mm-hmm.
Let's reintroduce that there's another bad guy, which is what is it, Rouser? Mauser, which we have to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Why he has a police academy. That's a lot has happened since the last movie came out, which is kind of weird. But like yeah, they got us back to what made the first police academy good.
Yep.
And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every moment of this.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. So basically, I suppose we should talk about that really briefly because I know we did not really do this in the last episode. What the plot of this film is.
Oh, yes.
Because we kind of negated that in the last one, and I'm like,
Well, there was a very weak plot in the last one. This one is classic 80s
yes,
plot.
Very.
Classic. I mean, this could be to ski resorts. It could be to whatever.
and this was a common thing in a lot of 80s and early 90s movies, and I've never understood why. It's almost like a TV show plot.
Almost,
kind of.
yeah. But let's take it one step back.
One step back.
This does not meet Dan Casey's definition of an 80s comedy.
It does not, and I'm very upset about that. It gets close.
It does get close.
It gets close because Callahan definitely is not wearing a bra for 90% of the film. Trust me, I was watching. A quick comment. Glad she's back. She wasn't in the last one. Hi, I'm a guy. I can't help it. She's definitely not wearing a bra. There is definite jokes about boobs.
Yes.
You know, especially with the Korean cadet. Oh, I had his name written down. Was it like Natag or something like that, or
Something like that,
Natag?
yeah.
But he makes Nogata. Sorry, Nogata. His real name is Brian, which I just get a kick out of that. Also very racially stereotypical 80s character.
Yeah.
We'll get to that
Some
later.
light racism.
Slight racism. But yeah, like some of those comments. Oh, and there was another thing. I wrote down a quote because this is how much I was enjoying it, and it's after Nagata talks to Callahan in the gymnasium, and he's just staring at her breasts the entire time, and he says boobs instead of sword, and he goes to Mahoney, and he's like, I said bosom, not sword, and Mahoney's response back sounds like a common mistake. I laughed. I paused the movie because I went, yep. This is what I missed from the last one. It's those just like that makes no sense. Is that you or is that me?
I don't know.
That's embarrassing. We should turn off our phones.
We should.
No, I like so it does not meet Dan Casey's seal of approval. I do know there's at least a scene. Maybe in the next one with Callahan. And a pool, and that's as much as I remember. That will be close enough, and we'll talk about that once we get there.
So the basic plot
Yes,
of this movie is that the city needs to close down one of its 2 police academies.
Which is okay. Yep. It was so gung-ho in the first one about let's get as many people going, and now it's like we don't have enough money to keep that going.
So they need to close one. So there's going to be a competition. There's a committee that is looking at each of them. And there's a competition between the 2, and you have Commandant Lassard, kind of bringing in all of his favorite recruits from number 1, and now they're instructors. And Mauser, the bad guy from number 2,
Yep.
suddenly being promoted to his own police academy with Proctor.
What happened? What happened?
Well,
between
he
the
obviously
last
did
one?
not get ahead of the precinct.
No.
So he looked for a job somewhere else, and there happened to be an opening at the academy.
And then he just brought Proctor along with him, which I
Why not?
feel like that's Mauser's first mistake. Like, why the hell he even brought Proctor? Because Proctor is nothing but a bumbling idiot. Supposedly was supposed to be played by Bill Paxton
I heard that as well.
originally, which I thought was kind of interesting, and I went, yeah, I could see that. But at the same time, no, I don't, because the actor who plays him, I went, yeah, no, that works. Like, I know he's another one of those 80s actors that you just kind of saw in everything, and generally played the idiot, buffoon, sidekick-esque character, so.
Well, anyway, that's the basic plot.
That's the basic plot. And yeah, that's the plot that we were discussing that is very much so the 80s trope plot line of just like, normally of comedies, like screwball comedies or anything like that, where it is that whole like two competing things, like you said, fraternities, ski resort. Yeah, it's very much so. Yeah, it's that same story arc, and then generally like the bad one of the two, because we always have one that we're rooting for. The bad one tries to sabotage the good one and comes out ahead briefly, but then something happens at the end that makes the good one that we root for win. It's the same plot, but do you think it works in this movie?
Absolutely.
Yeah, like it works. You went, yeah, okay. Yeah, this is exactly my deep down what part 3 or part 2 should have been movie plot. Like, oh, they all get kicked out. Yeah, no, that would not work. This is the type of plot that these movies need. Just goofy, like...
Very thin plot that you can just throw the characters at and just say, go for it. And I just love... So the plot is pretty much completely written out within the first, 5 minutes of the film.
know.
Like, the entire plot of the film within the first 5 minutes. And I absolutely loved when... So it's Lassard with Jones and all the other people, and Matt Mahoney.
Yep.
They're all just sitting there like, what are we going to do? And someone says, we need to get Mahoney. And then they all kind of turn, yes, Mahoney.
Yeah, because he's the one that's going to save this.
Right.
And what was Mahoney doing? I almost didn't think he was a police officer anymore, because he was teaching, like he was the coach of a girls' basketball team.
Yeah, I don't know if he does that on his side. Yeah,
which, I mean, that is in character.
And I don't think it's girls. I think that's women.
Okay, sorry, let's be specific.
Yeah.
Women.
College-age women.
College-age women. Mahoney's not that much of a creep.
And he's not that much of a coach.
That is also very much true. Which I would love to know how he got that job, and also how those women think he is helping them at all, unless they don't, and they know what is up, and maybe he's a really good coach.
Mahoney.
In bed.
What was that?
Nothing. Anyways, but it seemed so just... It was like, okay. Speaking of Mahoney, he's barely in the first 40 minutes of this movie. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Like because I was sitting watching it, and I was enjoying it. Like I almost didn't care that Mahoney wasn't in it, because the rest of the movie was good. Mm-hmm. But like, I'm watching it, I'm like, I haven't seen I think it was right before they got to the ball, or the party, where all of them are there, and Proctor is, naked upstairs in the hallway. But like that whole sequence, it was when I realized, I'm like, Mahoney hasn't been in this much. It's been all the other characters. Mm-hmm. And I could see like how they were already he was already kind of no longer the main character. Like I feel like he was more of the main character in the first two. Obviously with like the end of the last one, because he was the one that went undercover. He was the one,
right.
But like this one came around, and it almost felt like they were trying not to let him be the main character anymore. And like, no, he still is. He still leads, especially the end action scene.
Absolutely.
He's very much so.
And he has love interest in this one.
Yes, he does. Which doesn't seem to be as over the head, like beating you over the head. I felt like they were like, this was the abridged version of his love interest with Kim Cattrall in the first one. It's like, oh, hey, look, we need another blonde lady to show up at the training facility.
Another attractive blonde who
yeah. But this really was the first half of this movie did very much so feel like a remake of the first one, because now you had the bumbling idiot character and his
just
wife.
completely recreating that.
That exact bit.
Yep.
Like,
Yep, the same exact bit. Now it's with the wife passing the rich guy now, going to the police academy, who really isn't developed at all. But he's the rich guy.
He has maybe 3 gags in the whole movie.
Yep.
That's one of them. The second one is when he shows up and he gets Hightower he thinks the Hightower is his valet.
Right.
And then he's in the barroom scene when Mahoney tapes Mauser's eyes shut. And
I think he's at the end too. I think he's got an important part at the end. Because he's at the party. He's the one that was assigned to the party.
Okay.
So he's the one that calls it in at the end.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, because he was like mixing, because this was like his crowd now, so he could mix in.
That makes sense.
Where the Mauser recruits were like right by the governor.
Yep. Okay. That makes sense. I see. I lost track.
He was very just. Yeah, I don't even know his name.
I don't. What his character's name was.
Yeah.
Let alone his real name.
It doesn't matter.
It's probably somebody that we actually know, and we're like, oh, that was who that was. But no, it was. It was, yeah, like and again, maybe that's where this, like, why I enjoyed this movie so much, because, yeah, they did lift a lot of gags from the first one out, but it was like going home. Like, oh, yes, that was funny that time. It's still funny, actually, this time. It's nice that it's going back to this, and we're not in some weird, gritty downtown everyday city, which by the way, we're discussing that this is not in LA. So that skyline is not Los Angeles.
So the other thing that I liked about this is the return of Copeland and Blanks.
Yes, that was my first note. I'm like, oh, they're back.
Yeah, so they're the foils of the first one. They're not the main bad, but they're the foils. And they're back as foils.
Except for this time, working for Mauser,
right,
and not Lieutenant Harris.
Yes.
Which I still kind of, like, I feel like Harris would have just been better. Though the actor who plays Mauser and the character of Mauser is still fun, because he is still the bad guy, the bad guy police officer, and he's kind of goofy, but he very much so is Harris, and I feel like it would have made more sense if it was Harris.
Yeah, actually, I think he's back next film.
The next one, right?
Yep.
It would have made more sense for Harris to have had his own police academy.
Absolutely, I agree.
That's what he's been doing for the last couple of years, was that he got promoted, or he went on and he got his own academy, and that's also why he would have called in Blanks and Copeland to come back, because he worked with them. Like, that to me makes more sense. And that would also give him a bigger stake in why he wants to bring down Lessard's police academy, because he finally has his own, and all the crap, like, especially like Mahoney and all of them, like all the crap they did to me, like, that would have been
better
we are
motivation.
Dissecting the police academy, just his plot line. But that would have made more sense.
It would have made more sense. Mauser is a good bad guy.
He's very much a good proxy. Like, I'm okay with it.
But yeah, I agree. And I don't know why Harris wasn't brought in on this one. Maybe they had a 2-picture deal with the actor.
They might have. Well, on this one and the fourth one, I do know, I was reading, like, they originally were planning to shoot them back to back. So, like, they already knew they were making another one after this one. But that's possible that they were, maybe he had a
Harris
contract.
Wasn't available.
Or he wasn't available. Maybe he was off doing some other stuff. Yeah, because Jerry Paris, so the director of this film is the same one of the last one.
Right. This is the one. He died shortly after
this one. He's in it. Because he's the priest
in the police line.
Yep. Also, I didn't realize this until after the movie got done. His son's in it. His son is the one that joins the police squad, or the police academy. This one that was in the last one was the sister, was the brother.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's Callahan's brother-in-law.
Yeah,
Callahan.
Tackleberry.
Oh my goodness, I'm never gonna remember Tackleberry's name ever. It's Tackleberry's brother-in-law, but that's Jerry Paris's actual son in real life.
You're just thinking of the same thing as
hey, I can't help
Brian
it.
Toshi's character.
It's bosoms. It's Callahan's bosoms. I cannot help it. Okay, like, it's 80s boobs. Okay. Anyways, and we just lost 5 followers. Anyways,
You had that many?
We had 6 when we started, and now we're down to 1. Yeah, hi, Aaron. Thomas isn't even listening anymore. No, so there was definitely I'm trying to remember. Also, okay, we should talk about the ending of this too. I know we're kind of jumping around a little bit, but the ending of this, it's interesting because it's like it's very late 70s, early 80s James Bond ending.
So one note I had.
Okay.
One note I had. Let me get to it quick.
Because it's just like, and it also, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of comes out of nowhere. I guess though the ending of the last, not the last one, but of the first one, kind of came out of nowhere with it being a riot that just erupts in like 5 minutes. But this one is just like, this is where we were going. We were going to like this speedboat chase.
So this was reminiscent of a James Bond speedboat. You had the speedboat from Live and Let Die.
Yes.
And then it was also kind of a preview of the Pierce Brosnan one. I forget which one that was. Oh. Because they had a lot of the same stunts. And I was watching this going, this is like a preview of that James Bond boat.
This is a lower budget, but still done very well considering this is a comedy, from the 80s. It's a lower budget James Bond action sequence.
Yeah, it was well done.
Oh, it was very well done. That's another one. Michael Winslow's character going under the water and doing the whole submarine. Yes. I'm like, I remember that one too. Like,
what I think even again the water in Miami. Is it Miami, Ohio? Is that?
Maybe it is. Maybe.
Yeah.
I literally know nothing of what happens in Miami. It's going to be just like, it'll be like watching it for the first time.
Right.
I will have no idea what happens in it. No, but the ending of it is, it's so interesting. So, because I don't actually know what happened. So I missed like 2 minutes of the movie. Like something just flew past me.
It's amazing. You missed 2 minutes of a Police Academy 3 movie, and I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea.
I'm like, they're just suddenly on a chase. Oh my god,
this plot is so...
It's so convoluted.
All right.
So detailed-oriented.
So the ending...
Yep.
Is that and this was another great thing, the main bad guy from the first one comes back to this one.
Yes.
And he is the main bad guy in this one too.
Which is
and he decides to lead his crew to steal from this rich crowd's party and kidnap the governor.
Which is literally nothing that has been set up. Like that plot line was never set up.
But we're not following the bad guys though, so we don't know.
That is true. But I feel like nowadays they would have established that.
Oh, yeah, we would have met the bad guy well before. You would have understood his motivation and all that.
Which was something... We haven't talked about the fact that Bobcat Goldthwait is back in it, again, as
I was
Zed.
wondering. 23 minutes.
23 minutes. It's been in the back of my head, but we just keep talking about other things. Real quick. But he's in it again as Zed, and I just... Oh, God, I love it. The taping the flashlights to the dog bit, like, I remember that.
That was really good.
But, like, he's in it, and he's great, and he's perfect, and, of course, he rooms with Sweet Chuck, because, like, he has to, which that's just awesome. But like the Bobcat Goldthwait said that he actually tried getting them to change the ending because he thought that the bad guys at the ending should have been like one of the bad guys that they are like one of the gangs briefly in just a scene that you saw earlier in the film, because very much so like what we were just saying, like they should have introduced those characters and not just had it be like, oh, here's the second half. Like it's almost like it was a like.
Well, he is in the lineup.
He is in the lineup.
He is in the lineup where the priest gets fingered because it's like, don't worry, the lights are off, they can't see you, and someone turns on the lights.
Of course.
And so the guy changes from him, the criminal, and points to the priest then.
That's so awesome. Anyways, back to the end.
Anyway, so then because he was mixing in the crowd instead of just being right by the governor, he didn't get knocked out. The one rich cop that's part of Mahoney's crew calls in help because he looks in the kitchen and he sees, oh my gosh, something's happening. He calls them in. They rush in. Mauser does not. He kind of hesitates and only goes in later when he can't get to the marina where the people are.
Right.
So it's Mahoney and his crew, Lassard's crew, essentially, that rescues the governor, and this is why their academy is still open.
In the most 80s action sequence possible.
With the...
speedboat, jet skis.
Illegal jet skis, mind you. These are the old stand-up ones.
Oh, yeah.
That they've banned now because they're pretty dangerous.
I was gonna say and that was my last question was, are jet skis still a thing? Because no one
jet
really
skis
talks
are,
about
yeah.
jet
I mean,
skiing.
you can still ride them.
Are they the ones that are just like the normal sit
Yeah,
down?
it's like
Almost
a snowmobile on water.
Okay.
Um,
See, I guess okay. So I have seen jet skis, but
those are still out there. But the stand-up ones,
the ones where you have
are,
to like crouch when they all take off and then you stand up.
Yep.
Like it's so 80s. It's such an 80s thing.
Like let's all race there. Hey, good thing we have these police academy wetsuits on underneath our uniform. Apparently,
you always wear that's part of the regulation outfit is to wear your police academy wetsuit under your outfit.
Absolutely.
Under your
Why wouldn't you?
Hey, you never know when a flood's going to happen, and now you're prepared.
Right.
But people still know you're a police officer. Mm-hmm. So in the panic of a Noah's Ark-esque flood, people know who the cops are.
That's true.
That's exactly what it is.
And they'll stay dry and comfortable underneath.
And their hats will just have those little plastic baggies over top of them that they always wear.
Yep.
Just that. No, but the ending was done very, very well. It's funny because you have the action moments in it, and they cut in very well with the bits of comedy, like Michael Winslow's character going underwater. I love that his character is able to like basically bend the rules, like bend physics.
Right.
Like how was he able to dive on a jet ski? It doesn't matter. It's funny. That's all. But then you had Mauser and Proctor in the where they got a freaking canoe from and why like they think that's gonna be able to capture the bad guys. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter. It's just funny.
Well,
it's cartoon.
They're desperate at that point because they know they're gonna lose.
They're gonna lose otherwise, and they get they and of course they get their comeuppance by being knocked over twice in the water. Okay, that's good. And then ending with the boat chase sequence was funny. It was awesome. It ended up with them crashing the boat into like a side of another building where there was a ton of other people apparently already, and like just I don't know. I
Well, and you also had in that ending scene, you had a preview of like the inspiration maybe for Rush Hour.
Oh,
when you had Michael Winslow's character and Brian Toshi's character. Like,
wow, that's thin, man.
Hey, I saw that, and
13 years beforehand.
I
think Rush Hour was 99, wasn't it?
That inspired Rush Hour with Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan.
The only difference, half of each crew could act.
Right.
Better. I just hit the microphone. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I just keep getting there's a TV show for Rush Hour?
Yeah, it was just canceled.
I didn't even know that was out. I didn't even.
Or either that, or it's just out, or it just. I thought it just got. But anyway.
Wow, sorry, distraction.
Yes, that doesn't count towards the Rush Hour trilogy that you need to do with Aaron Williams.
That's right. It does not count because we're not doing TV shows.
Right. If we did, we'd be going at this for a couple more years.
Oh my goodness. Or we would just go, here's an episode dedicated to the entire TV show and all the animated episodes.
The live action and then animation would be separate.
Oh my goodness, no.
And then the radio show would be a completely different one.
That is not happening. That is so not happening. But no, I mean, all around, so about a half hour, all around the movie, it was a very enjoyable entry into it. Mm-hmm. I would definitely watch part 1. And then just skip to part 3.
Oh yeah, there's no reason to ever watch part 2 again.
No, because the only and you could argue the only reason why you would because it introduces Mauser and Proctor.
But there's confusion in this one too. If you look at that one, because like you said before, the plot point. Mm-hmm. Hey, Mauser may have always, if you go 1 to 3, Mauser may have already had
this.
Yeah, he always had the other academy.
He is literally the Lessard of this other academy.
Because there's no reference point to that. There's no reference that these cadets worked for Mauser at one point. There's nothing like that.
Nope.
So you won't get confused. If you watch 1 to 3, skip 2, it probably, plot-wise, it makes more sense.
Probably would actually make more sense.
Yeah.
All right, so we've already discovered that story-wise, you could just remove part 2 of this franchise.
Yes.
We don't need that one anymore. As much as it was awesome seeing, Howard Hessman?
Yep.
Guy from
number 2.
WKRP in 2.
Yep.
Again, that's how I know him. And the cop from the end of Clue. Anyways, as much, and head of the class. We're just rehashing. Hey, look, we're doing what these movies did. We rehashed the last one.
We're bringing in our jokes from the last one.
Hey, they were so good the first time. Why not a second time? As awesome as it was seeing him, it's like, okay. Like, you don't miss anything. I do like that they do go to that precinct, though.
Mm-hmm. They do.
Because that's where the police lineup is, which I'm like, okay, that's kind of fun that they did go back there, but you don't see Lassard there. You don't, or that Lassard, Howard Hessman's Lassard. You don't see that. Like, there's no other connection except for they're at the same precinct for 30 seconds for that gag, and then they're out again, and that's it. I'm trying to go through my notes real quick just to see if there's anything else. So we've actually hit a lot of the stuff I wanted to talk about in record-breaking time.
So here's a couple more things I liked, and just the story behind it.
Yep.
Hightower going undercover.
As a woman?
As a woman. So they did not tell him he was going to put on a dress and a wig until the day of filming. And they asked him...
Mostly because he probably would say, hell no.
And they asked him if he wanted to shave his mustache as well. And he said no to that, which is awesome because it makes it funnier when you see him.
That is actually so much funnier that he is like, he really didn't try. It's almost what this costume is. It's like, you still have your full blown mustache.
Right. I mean, bother. it's like, okay, you know, in if we were looking at reality, like putting hooks out there would made a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Than him, but that's hilarious that he's just in there, and I love that story that they didn't tell him. They didn't tell Bubba Smith until that day.
Would you want to tell Bubba Smith days in advance?
I would not want to be the PA to go in there with, here's your costume, Mr. Smith.
And then quietly shut the door and just walk away. Run very quickly away to get away from Bubba Smith.
There are witnesses. There are witnesses. There are witnesses.
All right, Mr. Paris, I will tell Bubba Smith that he has to wear the dress. You need to be in the room with me, as well as every other crew member, because he's probably going to try to kill me. Just, I need there to be witnesses around me, please. Okay. And then no one shows up.
So, yeah, I love that gag, and it's a nice way to, like, right away just kind of tell everyone this is not going to be like number 2 where it was centered on Mahoney. Everyone's going to have their own thing. Hooks had an expanded role, which was great. She said more than, like, her 2 lines.
Though she did still say, don't move, dirtbag.
She does. I think that's her catchphrase
That is her catchphrase.
So she has to say it. But she had more... she did have more lines and a little bit more development, which was nice.
And I'm glad that they definitely did, as we discussed in the beginning, I'm glad that they toned... Or they reined in the whole focusing on 1 or 2 people and went back to, let's just, everybody equal parts. Everybody has at least 1 or 2 moments. That's it.
Because I'm glad they didn't focus too much on Tackleberry again. Because he's not an interesting character.
No. Well, and really, his story technically was kind of done with the last one. It's like, oh, he found somebody, he got married, great. Okay, just we're still assuming he's married, obviously, because... I mean, his in-laws are, well, and his brother-in-law is there and all that stuff. So, like, okay. Like, just moving on. Great. Don't have to worry about that anymore. And she's not even in this movie.
Nope, she is not.
She's completely gone. But she comes back in, like, I think she's in the next one or something like that. She comes back.
Are you sure?
I know she comes back.
Okay.
I do know that.
You also said jet skis were in Miami.
Well, I was
and
also
you said,
like,
I know that. I know that.
I did not say that.
Let's go back.
I quietly said that.
Where's the PA?
No, you're not going to play that. That I have ultimate control of the editing. I'm actually going to cut out that entire portion where I didn't realize
you're gonna go
all
back.
This was in.
You're going to go retro it.
I'm going to go retcon my own story.
You're going to George Lucas it.
Kris, I don't know what you're talking about. I totally knew all of the stuff that happened in this movie happened in part 3, and I totally know what happens in part 5.
And these are going to turn into police squads that we're doing now
Yes.
instead of. Okay.
That's a franchise that can be done. The Naked Gun movies.
Yep.
Damn it, I want to do Police Squad, though. Oh, crap. Okay, I can't do that because it's a TV show. Doesn't matter.
See, that's your next podcast, Series Schmearies.
Sherry Schmearies?
Yeah.
Where we just dissect TV shows?
Yep. Episode Schmepisodes.
Oh, you're just trying to make this difficult for anybody to say. As it was, franchise schmanchise took a long time for me to learn how to say.
I still can't say it.
Episode Schmepisode. That's kind of fun. It's where we dissect entire series of shows. Our first series will be Unsolved Mysteries, which was on for 67 years. No, that's horrible.
60 minutes.
60 minutes. Yeah, we're going to pick the longest possible show.
That's the one I would pick.
Let's pick Gunsmoke. Let's just pick Gunsmoke. That was on for 15
Simpsons.
years. Oh, there you go. Simpsons. Yes. One episode per episode. Let's start that out, shall we? No. People are going to be like, so this is just a Simpsons podcast, right? This is not even a... You're never going to get done with this.
All right, so let's end break.
Anyways, end break.
Yep. That was from our sponsor, Episode from Episode.
Episode from Episode coming soon in 2019 when we're done with this podcast.
So another thing that I thought was fun is like what were the two academies actually competing against each other at? Because there was like a boxing match.
Yeah, it was kind of...
There was...
ambiguous.
There was the committee breaking up and meeting with the different people, and Zed's old gang kidnaps him and the one person, and the old lady, and he's like, oh, I have some fun. And
the weird thing is they were never... You never saw... Besides the boxing match, I felt like you never saw them competing against each other on equal grounds.
Was there like a dance-off or something at the one party? Like, were they like having something there?
I don't know. See, like that whole scene. Oh, and that song they break into and sing halfway through the movie at that party. I was like, what is going? Wait a minute. What is happening? Why are they singing? Like that confused me so much. Mm-hmm. But like why were the oh my goodness, I'm spacing on the word, the people there, the committee, why was the committee at this party?
Yeah,
what was this showing?
Just sitting there watching.
Yeah,
they were
showing that this one police squad of police academy is having fun, is talking, is socializing, is being upbeat, and the other one is all just sitting there,
psychos,
staring. And their little Nazi uniforms.
Right.
Like, it's like, what? Why? Like, how is that? That's... Kris, I'm not going to lie. I feel like this competition, not quite fair.
No.
Just throwing that out there. Kind of feel like it's not fair. I also kind of feel like but Mauser's plan, or Proctor, or one of those bad guys' plan of, like, taking getting the recruits of Lassard's academy, like, in the field 2 weeks earlier, like, how they're not gonna like downgrade them because somebody made a mistake and took them out too soon, are they? Unless that was what... Okay, never mind. I talked myself out of it. Point invalid. I was lawyered. Moving on.
Like how you lawyered yourself.
Mm-hmm. Lawyered. Me. Did it. Self-lawyered. High five.
So, right. I mean, but again, I mean... You know, and I think we've talked more plot with this one than any of the others.
Which is so weird. But at the same time, it's kind of fun, because, like, I kind of like dissecting the plot of this one.
Well, it is, I mean, it's a fun, standard 80s trope. Like, whatever 80s movies that you do in the future with other people. Yep. This, you know, comedy-wise, this is going to be...
This is going to show up at some point, too.
It has to.
It will. Like, and that's again, that's the fun of this podcast too, because I've already seen some things that are similar just between Die Hard and Police Academy. We are still 2 more years before Die Hard comes out, because this came out in '86.
Yep.
So Die Hard was like the attempt at taking the cop like action movie, like, well, not an attempt. They changed the action genre,
mixing the two genres together.
Yes,
it's because Die Hard is a very funny movie.
It's very funny. But at the same time, it's also very actiony. Whereas, like, this is just straightforward comedy. This is still the screwball comedy of the 80s, like Porky's and stuff, just less nudity, which I'm slightly disappointed in.
Well, it's not a true 80s comedy.
This is very true. Like I said, it gets very close. It has an honorable mention.
Yeah, I mean, that's like honorable mention in the Darwin Awards means you survived.
Okay. I'm okay with that, though. I mean... But by how much? And how big? No, not going there. So, all right. So we're nearing the end here. Mm-hmm. Having watched this film, so I know the last movie, we said we would not have wanted a sequel. Right. Correct? We were both on board with that, I believe. Yep. This time around, So okay. So in a world where we didn't know there was another one coming out, and okay, we didn't want a part 3. Here's part 3. Would we have gone to see this? Probably not. Or would
Not
we?
right away. I mean, for a movie like this, I probably would have waited to see reviews.
Gotcha.
You know, and to hear other people see it. Like, I would compare this to Hangover Part 3.
Okay.
Okay? So I saw the first one. I saw the second one. I did not see the third one.
Right.
Because I just waited to hear people. I'm like, second one disappointed me. So I'll just wait.
I don't want to. I'm not gonna. Yeah,
not
wait.
gonna-
I'll see it later, maybe if it comes out on video. Like that.
Right.
That mentality of like,
Yep.
I'll wait till it comes in on video.
But if enough people that I know and trust were like, no, this is good. You should see it. I would
You would have gone and seen it. And then so we both obviously really enjoyed this one
Yes.
almost as much as the first one.
Yep.
Would you have wanted a sequel now?
Yes.
Okay. Why? Just because it was so much fun again?
Yeah, it's so much fun again, and it's like, okay, they figured out what they did wrong in the second one. Now
And
they know
fixed
what
it.
they're doing.
They
Now they know
acknowledged it.
Right.
Yep.
So
Gotcha.
now they're back. You know, they're going back to form of the first one.
But then what would the next one have been? Would it just be more new recruits and like
I don't know.
I don't know where you would go with it, because I would almost worry that they would go, okay, we realized what we did wrong in the second one. Where the hell do we go with this now? Like, because I do feel like if each movie, each subsequent movie was, oh, there's a new batch of recruits coming through. We have to find a reason why Mahoney and them come back, and like where they're gonna go next with it. Like that mentality that is gonna get old after a while.
It will.
So they would have to ultimately go back to what they attempted to do it to, which is focus on a couple characters, go in a different direction.
Well, and so you figure that they have established like Sweet Chuck and Zed. You know, they have new characters that kind of have their own thing too that could. You know, you're not going to take focus away from the main core, but now you've added to that core
Right.
two new characters.
You could argue better characters than in the past when they've attempted to
Yes.
add to the core
Yep.
team.
Yep. I mean, better than Fackler or whatever, too.
Yeah. You
know?
definitely see, like, by this movie that they have really honed down on who the core characters
Yes.
are, because it's who they call to come back to hell, which is Mahoney and Hightower and Tackleberry and Hooks and Callahan, which Callahan was, I assume Callahan was just always at the training.
Yep. That would, yeah.
The academy.
Yep,
She never
That's
left.
one way to explain it.
Which is why you never saw her in the second
one.
one. It's because, well, no, this is where she works. This
Yep.
is her job. But yeah, you definitely have that core group of people. And Michael Winslow's character, I keep forgetting him.
Jones.
But like that's your core, and they're trying to find new interesting characters. And I do feel like Zed definitely is a very interesting character that is definitely stuck around, but he needs somebody to play off of because he is so extreme.
Yes. You need
It's-
someone on the other end of the spectrum where
Right.
Sweet Chuck plays.
Right, and Sweet Chuck is like the perfect like yang to his yin of just it's a person who hates every like fiber in his body, but still is like willing to kind of work with him in some degree. So like you find these interesting characters. They're not total cliches.
Well,
you know, like of the fat guy or
Right.
of the womanizer. Like those
Right.
are more broad cliches. Now it's like Zed, who is just batshit crazy. Like there's something just not firing inside that head. But at the same time, the idea of like him taping the lights, like the flashlights of the dog, is actually a really good idea. Like, well, where the hell did that idea come
Right.
from?
That was brilliant.
It's like, oh, but that makes total sense. Like, you're not a complete idiot. So,
So in one, the plot point that I think in 1 and 3 happened and not in 2, the whole story was kicked off by either in the first one the mayor and this one the police chief, just kind of stating this is what's going to happen. First one, we need more police officers, so we're going to get rid of any of the restrictions we've had in the past.
right.
And this one, we need to close one of the police academies. So that kind of drives the whole thing. So I could see the next one just, that's the start of the formula. You have this outside party, which really has nothing to do with the entire plot, except just kicking it off.
Right.
just doing that, making some sort of statement.
And do you think it would need to be something where the Academy itself is potentially at stake?
Could
or
be.
is affected? Like, would it be? Would you want it to be in the Academy again?
I mean, it could be. It could be Lassard. It could be like there could be parts of the Academy. I think the Academy works, right? I mean, that needs to be a character or a point there.
Because it definitely helped. Like, I did miss the Academy in the second one. Like, the Academy itself, the location is kind of its own character. Now, it doesn't. That sounds weirder. It's not its own character in the sense of like House on Haunted Hill, where like the house is a character, like Evil Dead, where the cabin is really like a character.
Right.
It's not in that to that degree, but you do miss like it's called Police Academy, and it didn't take place at the Academy.
Right.
What the hell, part two? You gotta at least put the movie in the location that that is in the name. So yeah, it would have to be at the Academy. Yeah, and I agree. So sorry, keep going. Unless you had nothing else, was that it?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay,
That's all I had.
That just kind of fizzled out.
Yeah, you kind of stole my thunder.
That's
Thanks.
my fault. Well, anyways,
You admit it today.
today, yes. Last night, not so much. When we were playing video games, it's not my fault. So, anyways, no, this one was definitely very enjoyable. I would agree with you in the sense of like having gone into it, I would have given it a chance. Going, all right. But if this one would have been just as bad as part two, nope. There's no way in hell I would have wanted another one. Because I'm like, no, because you guys are.
We were done at 2.
Yeah, we were done at 2.
We were done at 2.
You give me another one that was just as bad as 2.
Yep.
You are the franchise is like dead. I'm like, nope. It's just one movie. That's all that there is. It's just the first one.
Yep.
And I would have walked, and I would have been done with it. Obviously, that's not what happened. The movie still was fairly successful.
Yeah,
and they made another one the next year.
Yeah, this is and I don't know if Porky's did this and the other like 80s franchises, but every year this
was the original Saw franchise where they just did one every Halloween. Like they pumped out another Saw movie. This is the exact same thing.
And is this the last one? So the next one coming up, this is the last Mahoney one?
The next one should be, yes, because Mahoney is definitely in it, but I'm almost positive Assignment Miami Beach, he is not in. No, he is not in. So our next one will be the last Mahoney. Do you think Mahoney's usage in this one, real quick, and then we're going to talk wrap up. Mahoney's usage in this one, was it enough? Would you have liked more Mahoney?
I think just the right amount of Mahoney, because it allowed the other characters to breathe.
Right.
We
weren't focusing on that one character again, right?
Right.
Gotcha.
I mean, he had a light enough love story to keep his character interesting as well. From that viewpoint, he's not just a smart aleck.
I'll say to give him like a reason to be there, basically,
and to stick around, and
because he really has no reason to be there. Which I do see why he no longer is really a part of them after the next one. I feel like just like we kind of.
Well,
you kind of warned that. Plus,
I don't think it was their choice to not bring Steve Guttenberg back.
I like to think it was.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Steve Guttenberg said, "I'm making 3 men and a baby money now. I think I can move on."
I will. When we get to Miami Beach, we will talk about.
Hashtag no Mahone.
Yeah, we'll talk about hashtag no Mahone, and because I do know there's some reasons why he didn't do it and all that stuff. Like we'll get into that discussion.
Oh yeah,
when we hit which is probably what part 5 is going to be. It'll basically just be us going, okay, so this is actually what the plot was. I remember none of that, and this is why Mahoney isn't in the movie anymore
because it was terrible.
It's called Assignment Miami Beach. What do you want? They leave the Academy.
Is that the one that doesn't even have part 5 on it?
I don't think so. I think they just started going to just naming.
Well, then they went 6, and then Mission to Moscow, and.
Oh, I love when movies mess with the naming convention. Let's talk about one other one very briefly: the Fast and the Furious franchise. The Fast and the Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. I'm doing a lot of order, I think, but then like Fast and Furious. What number is that? And then like the Fast and Furious. Like I'm just name your movies correctly. It drives me bonkers when they do.
Can't wait till you do that series with Shank.
Oh my goodness. Like, I like you're assigning franchises to people. They don't even have a say in it. Nope, this is it, guys. Lindsay, you are now apparently doing the Fast and the Furious franchise with me. Enjoy. Anyways. Well, I don't know. Yeah, that's I would like to see another one of these films. I am looking forward to part 4 just to see if they screw it up or if they keep it going.
Yes.
If they learn from their mistakes. I'm hoping that they learn from their mistakes.
I'm hoping that the one joke I'm still waiting for happens.
It still
hasn't happened. So that means
right.
I watched at least 4 of these.
Oh man, I will laugh so hard if it's in Mission to Moscow. Somehow it's like this
like
one joke that I remember.
The one dirty secret that I've never shared with anyone. I've seen Mission to Moscow.
You've actually, I know I've seen it, but I've only seen. I swear, I don't. I have like one scene that I have in my head. I can't remember anything else from that movie, so it's okay. All right, so next time on this podcast, we will be watching The Next Entry. Because, Chris, guess what?
What?
There is another Police Academy film.
What?
I know, right? And it's not the Mission to Miami one. Police Academy 4, Citizens on Patrol. Came out the following year. It's, and based upon the plot outline that IMDb just told me, it looks like it's retreading Part 2's ground. So this is going to be kind of fun to see how our reactions differ between this one and the next one.
Yes.
If it's that bad, we'll just... The episode will just be 2 minutes long. It'll be me telling you to re-listen to episode 2 and just how crap that movie was.
You know what you should do is just just go through episode 2. And every time we say 2...
Pretend, put it in, redub it as 4.
Yeah, like you and I will say 4 Citizens on Patrol and just fit those in.
Perfect. I think that's a great idea. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, is there anything else you want to talk about this film? About part 3? Before we wrap up? Otherwise, we can start outros.
Yeah, why don't you start?
Outros. All right, well, as usual, everybody, you can definitely, if you wish to find me or talk to me, I'm on the Twitters at Random Bell. Definitely, if you haven't liked our Facebook page, go to facebook.com/Franchman, because that's where you'll get all the updates for when these episodes come out. I swear, I try to always post when the episodes come out. I missed last weekend. I apologize. Only by a day. But, and also we are on iTunes and we are on Google Play. So if you have either an Android or an Apple device, you can definitely subscribe to the show on there to always get the episodes when they come out. Chris, where can people find you, or is there other stuff you wish to plug?
Well, on the Twitterverse, it's at Badger Colfax.
Indeed.
You can find me on The Rewatchment, which is on firmamentfilms.com. Take a look at that, and it's our podcast. We will have something new. I'm looking at Jeff.
Do I know about this?
No, I'm just telling you right now, with X-Men coming out, we should do the before and after.
We should do the before and after. We should really record it on an actual microphone.
Well, I think it's fine.
That's my anal retentiveness, being like, oh my gosh, the quality is horrible.
We're using a cell phone in a car on the way to get that immediate reactions, and I think that's appropriate for it. I think it works. You can also find me at Podcast Mania as well. That's the horror.
Is it the horror
franchise? Horror movie.
That's the horror
podcast.
franchise.
Yes, it's a franchise itself. There's so many different. There's a 0.5 and a deep cuts, and I don't know what all these are.
That's ridiculous.
But yes, yes, you of all people. You can also find me on ghosthat.net. Chris and Max review movies.
Yes.
So it's a new video cast.
Which I helped shoot a handful of those episodes. I'm looking forward to the future episodes.
So they come out every 2 weeks with a new one coming out, this upcoming week, so last week for this show.
Yes.
Last Wednesday.
Because welcome to Saturday, Chris.
Yes. Happy Memorial Day weekend.
I guess.
I thought you were busy today.
I am releasing this episode.
Oh, okay.
Duh. I mean, what are you talking about? Whoops. This is awkward. Yeah, those come out on Wednesdays.
Yes.
They're on the Ghost Hat. They will be on the Ghost Hat Net website. Otherwise, they are on the Ghost Hat YouTube page right now, guaranteeingly. I haven't got a chance to get them on the website.
Okay.
That's my fault. But we'll do, guys, on the franchise Facebook. I will link to the Ghost Hat page so that way you guys can see those. That way you have an easy way. So just go to facebook.com/FranchBand. That link has probably already been up for like a week. Just click on it anyways, okay?
Yes.
Just do that. So
Do it.
Do it right now and subscribe because they're kind of fun. They're 2 minutes. Like, actually, the outtakes are longer than the actual episode is. So just watch. They're stupid fun 5-minute videos. You'll enjoy them. We had fun making them.
Yes, it was a lot of fun.
I'm the voice, the disembodied voice in the background that you hear. All right, Kris, with that, which, by the way, we did in fact see the Blue Oyster Bar in this one.
We
Again,
did.
I liked the continual. I'm starting to wonder when they're just going to start using, like, footage from previous movies that they haven't used. They're getting so close to just doing that. And this is our end music.
It is.
I wonder what the fascination with, like, the reoccurring gag. Like, why?
Well, it's still 80s. Like, we touched on it, but, like, this movie had the light racism in it.
Yes. Definitely did.
You know, there's a little light homophobia, too. Like being gay is funny.
Well, with that, everybody, I will see you all next time on Franchise Schmanchise, where we're going to watch more movies.
Woo!
Woo! It's fun. Ooh, ee, ooh, ee, ooh. This is the most ridiculous part of the episode, actually.
Well, see, now you do it once and it's funny. You do it a second time, it's still funny. And the third time, it's getting a little old, but now it's tradition.
We only have 2 more of these episodes, Kris. You know that, right?
What? There's 7.
We might group the last 3.
No Mahone, hashtag No Mahone all together.
You know that. We might just do that.
That means I have to watch all 3 of them, like,
Yes.
together.
It's okay. Your notes for all 3 of them together will be like, sucks. Stupid. Hashtag No Mahone.
That's a lot of notes for me.
That is true. This has been a production of Ghost Hat Media, proud member of the Ghost Hat Network. Find them online at www.ghosthat.net.
I like the ending.